Despite facing immense challenges, Hattie McDaniel carved a unique space in Hollywood as the first African American to receive an Academy Award. Her Oscar win for the role of Mammy in Gone with the Wind marked a pivotal moment in film history, showcasing her talent amid an industry heavily dominated by racial discrimination. While her portrayal of an enslaved character drew mixed reactions, it opened doors for future generations. Many viewed her victory as a moment of pride, even as some criticized the limited and often demeaning roles available to black actors at the time. McDaniel navigated a complex world where success often meant conforming to stereotypes, leading to ongoing debates about authenticity and representation that resonate even today. Each step she took in her career highlighted not only her remarkable talents, but also the societal dynamics at play within Hollywood's landscape, influencing how stories about black lives were told on screen. McDaniel's legacy extended beyond her Oscar win. She became the first African American to be honored on a U.S. postage stamp, which symbolizes her influence and the respect she commanded posthumously. This recognition marked a significant moment, as it highlighted not just her achievements, but also the cultural impact she had in breaking barriers. Additionally, she received 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, an honor that very few attain, demonstrating her significant contributions to the film industry. McDaniel was inducted into the Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame in 1975, further solidifying her position as a pioneer in entertainment. These honors illustrate her pivotal role in paving the way for black artists in Hollywood and reflect the broader struggles against racial barriers in the arts. Later, her legacy was acknowledged with her induction into the Colorado Women's Hall of Fame in 2010, ensuring that her contributions would not be forgotten and inspiring future generations of performers. Despite acting in over 300 films, Hattie McDaniel's name appeared in the credits of only 83 of them. This disparity illustrates the discriminatory practices that were prevalent in Hollywood, where black actors were frequently assigned uncredited and menial roles. The lack of recognition for her work clearly underscores the bias within the film industry, despite the undeniable talent and contributions she made as an actress. While McDaniel achieved fame, including becoming the first black person to win an Academy Award, the persistent failure to credit her appropriately compared to her white counterparts reflects the systemic racism that many black actors faced. Hollywood's practices during her time showed a severe lack of respect and acknowledgement, limiting her visibility and the recognition she deserved. This situation highlights the broader issues of representation and equity in the film industry for black performers, as many were forced to navigate a landscape that was often hostile and dismissive of their contributions. The challenges McDaniel faced serve as a stark reminder of the long-standing biases that have impacted countless artists in Hollywood and the ongoing struggle for equal recognition. Born on June 10, 1893, in Wichita, Kansas, Hattie McDaniel entered the world as the 13th child in a family of 14. Her parents, Henry McDaniel and Susan Holbert, had a profound influence on her life. Both came from backgrounds marked by resilience, as they had formerly been enslaved. This history of struggle and determination deeply shaped Hattie's own character. Her mother, a gospel singer, introduced her to the world of music and performance, helping to lay the foundation for Hattie's future in the arts. Meanwhile, her father served in the United States Colored Troops during the Civil War, further embedding a sense of pride and purpose in family values. As Hattie grew older, her family relocated to Colorado, seeking better opportunities in a new environment. They first settled in Fort Collins before moving to Denver. This transition exposed her to various cultural influences, which enriched her artistic journey. The blend of gospel music and tales of bravery from her father's military experiences provided a fertile ground for her talents to flourish. The nurturing environment created by her family's rich history propelled Hattie into a bright and impactful career in entertainment. As McDaniel's career began, her love for music flourished, heavily influenced by her family's deep gospel roots. This background allowed her to embrace her musical talents from a young age, showcasing her potential through songwriting and performing. Her brother Otis played a crucial role in her early career by organizing minstrel shows where she could hone her skills. Although these minstrel shows often reflected racial stereotypes, they provided her with a unique platform to develop her craft, entertaining audiences with her vibrant performances. Following this, she joined a Denver-based group called the Melody Hounds, where she continued to refine her singing and performance abilities, gaining valuable experience and exposure. The 1920s marked a pivotal time for McDaniel as she ventured into radio, achieving what few black women had at that time. This breakthrough brought her visibility and allowed her to share her talent with a wider audience, paving the way for her future successes in the entertainment industry. The stock market crash of 1929 had a profound impact on Hattie McDaniel's life, forcing her into a tough situation where she had to take on janitorial work just to make ends meet. This period was marked by a significant reduction in entertainment opportunities, leaving her dreams of a flourishing career in limbo. It was a challenging time, filled with uncertainty and hardship, as McDaniel faced the reality of setting aside her aspirations while trying to survive in an unforgiving economic climate. Just when things seemed bleak, fate stepped in to change her course. An opportunity arose for her to perform at Sam Pick's Club in Milwaukee. Despite her initial hesitation, the owner of the club recognized her potential and gave her the platform to showcase her talent. This decision proved to be life-changing for McDaniel. Her performances captured the audience's attention and admiration, quickly establishing her as a star attraction. This resurgence demonstrated her remarkable talent and resilience, allowing her to navigate through the difficult times and pursue her passion once again. In 1931, Hattie McDaniel moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting opportunities and to be closer to her siblings. Hollywood was bustling with chances for visibility in the entertainment world, promising more roles than she could find back home. However, the journey was not easy. McDaniel faced many challenges as she navigated a highly competitive industry that was also deep-rooted in racial bias. While waiting for her big break, she often took on jobs as a maid or cook to make ends meet. These roles provided her with the financial support she needed while she continued to pursue her dream of acting. Despite the obstacles, her determination remained strong. She believed in her talent and potential, working tirelessly to showcase her abilities. McDaniel's commitment to her craft and her resilience in the face of adversity would later lead her to become a groundbreaking figure in Hollywood. She was a pioneer whose journey reflected not only her personal aspirations, but also the struggles of many actors of her time. McDaniel's first on-screen role was as a maid in The Golden West. This small role marked her entry into Hollywood films, a significant step in a time when opportunities for African-American actresses were limited. Soon after, she appeared in No Angel, which starred Mae West, one of the era's most prominent actresses. Despite the minor nature of these roles, often uncredited, they laid the groundwork for her burgeoning career in Hollywood. Working alongside major stars allowed McDaniel to gain invaluable industry experience and visibility. These early opportunities reflected her determination and talent, setting the stage for greater roles in the years to come. Through her work, she navigated a challenging landscape, often taking on stereotypical parts that defined the era, but she did so with grace and skill. These formative experiences would ultimately contribute to her becoming a celebrated actress. Her journey through these initial roles showcases her resilience and ambition in a challenging industry landscape. In 1934, joining the Screen Actors Guild marked a significant milestone for Hattie McDaniel. At that time, being a member of Screen Actors Guild represented a vital step forward for any actor, especially for a black actress navigating a predominantly white industry. This membership opened doors for McDaniel, providing her with more substantial roles that showcased her talent beyond the stereotypical parts often given to black performers. While it offered some measure of protection, the discrimination of the era could not be overlooked. McDaniel's Screen Actors Guild membership empowered her to demand proper credit, along with a degree of fair treatment increasingly absent in Hollywood. Still, the challenges she faced were profound. As a black woman in a monolithic industry, McDaniel had to constantly negotiate her identity, dignity, and career in a landscape marred by racial prejudice. Her courage in pursuing her career, while confronting these obstacles, made her a trailblazer for future generations. The belonging to Screen Actors Guild did not erase the hardships, but provided her a platform to fight for her rights, and the rights of others like her in an often unwelcoming environment. While Hattie McDaniel achieved great fame for her acting, particularly in her Academy Award-winning role in Gone with the Wind, she also faced criticism from various groups, including the NAACP. The organization argued that by accepting roles that mostly depicted black characters as maids or servants, McDaniel was reinforcing negative stereotypes. They felt these portrayals contributed to a biased image of black people in Hollywood, making it harder to fight for equality and respect in society. The NAACP encouraged black performers to turn down such roles, believing that refusing them could pave the way for better representation. Despite the backlash, McDaniel held the belief that her work was necessary to sustain her career and support herself during a time when opportunities for black actors were severely limited. She navigated the complex landscape of race and representation while striving to succeed in an industry that often marginalized her community. Despite the limited roles offered to her, Hattie McDaniel found a niche in Hollywood portraying sassy, strong-willed maids. These roles allowed her to showcase her comedic talent and assert her presence on screen. McDaniel brought a unique depth and humor to her characters, making them relatable and memorable. Audiences quickly began to identify with her portrayals, finding joy in her spirited performances. While many actors of her time faced typecasting, McDaniel managed to make her mark within these confines, standing out in an industry that often reduced black actresses to stereotypical roles. Her uncanny ability to infuse humor into even the most pedestrian scripts made her work feel fresh and engaging. This signature style not only resonated with viewers, but also established her as a beloved figure in American cinema. Even within a limited capacity, her impact on film was profound, leaving an indelible mark that transcended the boundaries of her roles. McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind created quite a stir. On one hand, she earned the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, becoming the first black actor to win an Oscar. This historic achievement was a moment of pride for many who saw it as a step forward for black representation in Hollywood. However, others criticized her win. Some felt that Hollywood was applauding a role that reinforced racial stereotypes instead of breaking them. This complex reaction highlighted the tension between representation and the types of roles available to black actors at the time. In her acceptance speech, McDaniel expressed heartfelt gratitude. She spoke about her pride in her accomplishments and the journey that brought her to this moment. The applause that filled the room was mixed with echoes of debate outside it. This balance of celebration and criticism shows how layered McDaniel's achievement was, marking a pivotal moment in the history of film and racial dynamics in the entertainment industry. While Hattie McDaniel became widely recognized for her iconic role as Mammy in the acclaimed film Gone with the Wind, not all reactions to her character were positive. McDaniel attempted to take her Mammy character on tour, hoping to connect with audiences and further her career. However, she faced a significant rejection from black audiences. Many African Americans felt that the Mammy character was a troubling stereotype that reinforced harmful perceptions of black people as submissive servants. This character often depicted black women as loyal to the point of being subservient, a portrayal that many saw as a distortion of their identity and reality. The rejection of McDaniel's tour highlighted a complex relationship between Hollywood's portrayal of black characters and the sentiments of black viewers. While she achieved remarkable success in her acting career, the backlash against the Mammy stereotype underscored the intricate dynamics of race, representation, and identity in American entertainment. The decision by many to shun the Mammy character reflected deeper issues within the community's struggle for a nuanced and respectful representation in popular culture. This incident remains a vital aspect of the conversation about how films and television shape societal views and the importance of authentic portrayals. The response from the community continues to resonate today, exemplifying ongoing dialogues about race, identity, and the legacy of cinema in shaping perceptions. McDaniel's journey in Hollywood was remarkable yet complicated. She became the first African American to win an Academy Award for her role in Gone with the Wind. Her success symbolized a significant achievement in a time when racial barriers were high. However, the celebration of her win was not without its critics in the black community. While many applauded her as a pioneering figure who opened doors for future generations, others expressed discomfort with the types of characters she portrayed. This sentiment reflected a broader debate on how African Americans were represented in film, and whether such portrayals upheld or undermined their dignity. The tension was palpable, as some black individuals admired her achievements, but also felt that her roles perpetuated stereotypes. This mixed reception illustrated a deeper conflict in the struggle for representation in media, where the lines between respect and compromise became blurred. Ultimately, McDaniel's legacy remains a topic of conversation that invites reflection on the complexities of race and representation in the entertainment industry. At the 12th Academy Awards in 1940, Hattie McDaniel became the first African American to win an Oscar. When she rose to accept her award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Gone with the Wind, emotions ran high. McDaniel delivered a heartfelt speech, filled with gratitude and pride as she represented her race during a time of deep segregation and racial tension in America. She expressed her thanks to the Academy for the honor bestowed upon her, and conveyed her commitment to being a credit to the black community. Her speech resonated with many, as it was not only a personal triumph, but also a moment of significance for African Americans in the arts. While her recognition marked a breakthrough, it also underscored the challenges faced by artists of color in Hollywood. McDaniel's eloquence and poise left a lasting impact, making her acceptance speech one of the most celebrated in Oscar history, solidifying her legacy in both film and social progress. Despite her historic Oscar win, Hattie McDaniel encountered segregation in a powerful way during her moment of triumph. When she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Gone with the Wind, a major milestone in film history, she was still subjected to the harsh realities of racial discrimination. Following the ceremony, McDaniel was not allowed to attend the celebratory party hosted by her co-stars at a whites-only club. This rejection highlighted the stark divide that existed in society at that time, illustrating how her groundbreaking achievements did not exempt her from the pervasive prejudice that black actors faced. McDaniel's experience serves as a painful reminder of the systemic barriers that limited the acceptance of black talent in Hollywood. Despite her talent and the doors she opened for others, she lived under the shadow of segregation, showing that success in a segregated world came with significant limitations. Through her journey, McDaniel's legacy reflects both the accomplishments and the struggles within the entertainment industry. Hattie McDaniel achieved a remarkable milestone in 1940 when she became the first African American to win an Oscar. Her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, marking a significant moment in Hollywood history. However, this achievement was overshadowed by the reality of limited opportunities for black actors in the film industry. For nearly 50 years, McDaniel's Oscar win stood alone, a poignant reminder of the barriers faced by black talent in a predominantly white industry. It wasn't until 1990 that another black actress, Whoopi Goldberg, received the same honor, highlighting the slow progress in Hollywood regarding race and representation. This gap in recognition illustrates not only the challenges black actors struggled against, but also the inherent biases within the entertainment industry. Despite McDaniel's groundbreaking success, the journey towards equality in Hollywood remained a long and arduous road, demonstrating how much work still needed to be done for black performers to receive the acclaim they deserved. Her journey in Hollywood was remarkable, not just for her talent, but for the barriers she overcame. Hattie McDaniel made history as the first black actress to win an Academy Award. Her role in Gone with the Wind earned her the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. This award was significant, considering the racial discrimination rampant at that time. Her success opened doors for many, yet she faced constant challenges in a segregated industry. The triumph she achieved allowed her to purchase a grand 17-room house. This residence became a tangible symbol of her hard-fought achievements amidst an industry that often overlooked black artists. It represented her resilience and determination, defying the norms of a society that frequently marginalized her talent. The home was much more than just a place to live. It was a proud declaration of her success, and an emblem of hope for future generations of black talent in Hollywood. Her legacy continues to inspire those who face adversity in pursuit of their dreams. Throughout her life, Hattie McDaniel experienced significant personal tragedies that deeply impacted her. Despite her remarkable success as an actress, known primarily for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind, her journey was not without hardship. McDaniel married 4 times, each union marked by challenges. Her marriage experiences reveal her attempts to find stability and companionship. One of the most devastating events she faced was a false pregnancy, a heartbreaking experience that left her emotionally shattered. This loss highlighted the difficult sacrifice she made while attempting to balance her flourishing career in Hollywood with overwhelming personal grief. The demands of her profession often clashed with her need for personal happiness and fulfillment. Navigating the harsh realities of the entertainment industry during her time added to her struggles, requiring immense resilience. McDaniel's ability to continue acting and engaging with her work, despite these difficulties, showcases her strength and determination in the face of life's unpredictable challenges. As her health declined in her later years, Hattie McDaniel faced the challenges that came with sickness. She had made a name for herself as a groundbreaking actress in Hollywood, breaking barriers for black performers. In 1952, she passed away from breast cancer, a painful loss for many. Her death did not go unnoticed. It was deeply mourned by thousands who understood not only the talent she embodied, but also her role in paving the way for future generations of black artists. McDaniel had won an Academy Award for her role in Gone with the Wind, becoming the first black person to receive such an honor. This achievement, along with her many performances in film and radio, ensured her place in history. Her funeral became a significant event, bringing together fans and friends alike who gathered to pay their respects. They celebrated her legacy and contributions to Hollywood and the black community. The impact she left behind is still talked about, reminding everyone of her remarkable journey and strength. McDaniel desired to be buried in Hollywood Cemetery, a wish that could not be fulfilled due to the segregation laws in place at the time of her passing. As a result, she was interred at Rosedale Cemetery instead, a decision that reflected the racial divides of her era. Despite this, her legacy lived on. In 1999, Hollywood Cemetery recognized her contributions to film and culture by erecting a monument in her honor. This gesture was significant as it acknowledged her impact and celebrated her memory in the very location where she had hoped to be laid to rest. The monument serves as a testament to her talent and resilience in the face of the societal challenges she encountered. McDaniel is remembered not just for her groundbreaking achievements in acting, including her historic Oscar win, but also for the broader cultural changes her life signifies. Her story underscores the importance of recognizing and honoring contributions from all individuals. McDaniel's Oscar was awarded for her performance in Gone with the Wind, making her the first African American to win an Academy Award. This significant moment in film history took place in 1940. Yet, the story of her Oscar did not end there. After receiving the prestigious award, it was given to Howard University as a gesture of commitment to education and the arts. Unfortunately, the Oscar disappeared in the 1960s or 1970s, leading to much speculation about its fate. Some rumors suggest that it was thrown into the Potomac River by civil rights activists, a symbolic act reflecting the turbulent times and the struggle for racial equality. This loss is more than just an absence of an award. It intertwines with the complex legacy of McDaniel's career. While she broke barriers in Hollywood, her achievements also reflected the challenges faced by African American artists during her time. The fate of her Oscar serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing dialogue about race, representation, and recognition in the arts. McDaniel's career sparked much debate within the black community. On one hand, she was celebrated as a groundbreaking talent in a time when few black actors were able to achieve any level of success in Hollywood. Her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind won her an Academy Award, making her the first black actor to win this honor. This achievement was a source of pride for many, showcasing the talent and potential of black performers in an industry that historically marginalized them. On the other hand, her acceptance of roles that predominantly reinforced racial stereotypes drew criticism. Many felt that by portraying characters that fit into existing stereotypes, she contributed to a limited and often damaging portrayal of black Americans in film and television. This division illustrates the complex and often painful conversations surrounding black representation in Hollywood. While some viewed her as a pioneering figure who paved the way for future generations, others argued that her choices perpetuated the very images that harmed the community. The discussions about her legacy highlight the struggles within the black community regarding authenticity and representation in a predominantly white industry. McDaniel firmly stood by her career choices, pointing out that her salary of $700 a week for playing a maid was far better than the paltry wages she would earn in real life as a domestic worker. While others often criticized her roles in films, she recognized the financial stability they brought her during a time when opportunities for black actors were extremely limited. By taking these roles, she was able to change the narrative of her life and the lives of others around her. With her earnings, McDaniel made significant contributions to various black causes, showcasing her deep commitment to uplifting her community. She understood the power of her platform and used her success to support initiatives that mattered deeply to her, despite facing backlash for her film choices. This duality in her career reveals a complexity. McDaniel navigated a world that often boxed in black talent, choosing economic security while also being a champion for her people. Amid the challenges faced by black actresses, Hattie McDaniel took a different route in her career. Unlike some actresses, she accepted roles in mainstream films that often perpetuated stereotypes. While her choice brought her fame, it also sparked debates about authenticity and representation in the entertainment industry. Many, like Francine Everett, chose to reject such stereotypical roles and worked in race films instead. These films provided a platform for authentic stories, but they often limited broader recognition and opportunities. McDaniel's success stemmed partly from her ability to navigate the difficult landscape of Hollywood, where the choices for black performers were severely restricted. While some celebrated her achievements, including her historic Oscar win for her role in Gone with the Wind, others criticized her for conforming to a system that marginalized black artists. The choices made by actresses like McDaniel and Everett illuminate the tension between personal principles and the pursuit of commercial success in a segregated industry. Hattie McDaniel's legacy remains complicated, bringing to light the struggles and achievements of a talented individual in a challenging environment. She faced criticism for her roles that seemed to perpetuate stereotypes, often being cast in servant or comedic parts. However, despite these limitations, McDaniel broke significant barriers in a film industry that was deeply hostile to black talent. Her triumph as the first African American to win an Academy Award for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind in 1940 marked a moment of recognition that many saw as groundbreaking. It demonstrated her exceptional skill and determination, yet her success did not erase the realities of the era. The roles available to black actors during that time were often confined to caricatures, highlighting the systemic racism rooted in Hollywood. McDaniel's career reflects the limited options available to black actors then, often forcing them to navigate a tricky balance between personal ambition and cultural representation. She earned respect and admiration, yet her path invites ongoing discussion about race, representation, and the implications of her choices in a segregated society. Through her story, audiences are reminded of the complexities of legacy and the ways in which individuals like McDaniel shaped the future of entertainment while grappling with the constraints of their time. Survival often dictated the choices Hattie McDaniel made throughout her career in Hollywood. Born in 1893, she became a talented actress, singer, and comedian at a time when opportunities for black performers were severely limited. McDaniel understood the narrow roles available to her and many others in the industry. To continue working, she accepted parts that frequently reinforced racial stereotypes, even as these roles may not have aligned with her aspirations as a performer. Her decision to take on such roles highlighted the reality that for many black actors, the chance to work often came with the condition of fitting into a narrow box defined by society's prejudices. Despite the challenges she faced, McDaniel's talent shone through, and she became well known for her performances. Notably, her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind brought her critical acclaim and made her the first African American to win an Academy Award. Yet, this honor did not erase the sacrifices she endured to achieve her goals. Each role she played was a step forward in a career marked by the necessity to survive within a harsh and discriminatory system. McDaniel's journey reveals the complexities of navigating a landscape that demanded so much from individuals just to belong, embodying the struggle between professional ambition and personal integrity in an industry resistant to change. Her contributions to film and television underscore the historical context of black actors' experiences in Hollywood and the ever-present need for representation. McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind remains controversial. The character is seen by many as a representation of harmful stereotypes about African American women. Some argue that McDaniel's role reinforces the idea of the loyal servant, which can be viewed as a simplistic and damaging stereotype that does not capture the complexity of African American life. Critics point out that this kind of representation can contribute to lasting societal misunderstandings about black history and culture. On the other hand, some people appreciate McDaniel's talent and her ability to shine as an actress during a time when roles for African Americans were severely limited. They argue that she skillfully navigated the challenges of the entertainment industry to deliver a memorable performance in a widely popular film. McDaniel's ability to bring warmth and humor to the character of Mammy showcases her craft, making it easier for some to separate the art from the social implications. This ongoing debate reflects broader discussions about representation in media and the legacy of historical roles in reinforcing or challenging societal norms. McDaniel's fame highlighted the tough decisions faced by black actresses in Hollywood. Many were put in roles that reinforced stereotypes or diminished their dignity. This led to a clear divide in choices among them. Lena Horne, for instance, chose to reject many roles that portrayed her as just a side character or a servant. She believed that such roles did not reflect her true skills or her worth as an artist. Eartha Kitt also stood firmly against being typecast. She often focused on roles that showcased her talents in more meaningful ways, pushing back against the constraints of the industry. Both actresses demonstrated that it was possible to assert personal dignity and push for greater representation in Hollywood. Their refusal to accept lesser roles paved the way for newer generations of actresses to negotiate for their rights. The paths they carved show the strength and resilience against a backdrop of racial complexity and limited opportunities, marking an important chapter in the history of black actresses in film. During her career, Hattie McDaniel broke significant barriers in Hollywood, a time when racial segregation was prevalent. As a talented actress and singer, she navigated a film industry rife with stereotypes and limited roles for black performers. Her most renowned performance in Gone with the Wind earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first black person to win an Oscar. This was a monumental achievement that came with its own set of challenges, as McDaniel faced backlash from both the white community and her own. Despite the limitations imposed on her, she carved a path that many would later follow. McDaniel's roles often reflected the archetype of the mammy, which, while reinforcing stereotypes, also allowed her to showcase her immense talent. Her presence in films challenged the norms of a segregated society. In her acceptance speech, she famously acknowledged the struggles of black artists, emphasizing her pride in representing them. McDaniel's accomplishments highlight the complexities of success within an oppressive system, illustrating both resilience and adaptability. Her legacy serves as a reminder of the important strides made in the pursuit of equality in the entertainment industry. Hattie McDaniel's journey exemplifies the tension between personal achievement and systemic challenges. Her Oscar was not just a testament to her acting skills, but also a reflection of her fierce determination to succeed in an unforgiving industry. Despite the limitations imposed on her by the Hollywood system, she managed to make a significant mark, thrusting her into a spotlight that many could only dream of. This achievement, however, was not without its complexities, as it raised questions about the sacrifices necessary for such success. McDaniel's role in Gone with the Wind remains controversial. It illustrates the struggle for representation while highlighting the need for actors of color to navigate an industry that often relegates them to stereotypical roles. Through her legacy, McDaniel continues to inspire discussions about race, identity, and the evolving landscape of Hollywood, urging a critical examination of how history shapes present narratives. The impact of her career resonates as we strive for a more inclusive and authentic representation in media, reminding us of the ongoing journey toward true equality in the